Hey Instagram and hey Facebook. So this is the first time I'm going live on both Instagram and Facebook at the same time. So if you ever see me looking in the other direction, it means I'm speaking to Instagram this way, Facebook this way, but I am so excited and I had to share this message everywhere. I have literally just got back from Rome. You may have seen some of the pictures. Hey, Alana, is that you? Thank you for joining. I literally just got back from Rome and I attended a conference there. It's called Hey Kiki PI. Welcome. I have such an amazing message for you today. Back from my Rome conference. Hey. Now, ladies, I am talking today. I don't know if I can actually share a heading on Instagram, but I'm talking today about a penalty so many women pay. Literally, I'm talking about a penalty that so many women pay, and I have had it. If you're paying this penalty, I want you to stop paying this penalty immediately. So let's see if any of this resonates with you. So I was in this conference called Women's International Networking WIN in Rome, and this incredible woman by the name of Marina Haydn from The Economist, she actually heads up the part of The Economist magazine that has the largest revenue. So she got up and started talking about issues concerning women. And one thing she talked about was a term that The Economists have coined, the birth penalty. This is what it looks like. So she shared some of these statistics that quite frankly got me fired up. So she basically said, on average, we already know about the gender pay gap, right? But on average, women earn about 15% less than men do. We know this. She then went on to say that there's a birth penalty in the US. The way this is quantified is, when women stop to have a baby, they go off on maternity leave. They barely get a maternity leave in the US, actually. They come back and their wages are about 4% less on average. 4% less. This woman did not get less smart when she went off to have the baby. She comes back, her wages are 4% less. Now, we know that women get paid less than men anyway. Then she shared this chart, which I wish I could share. I might just post it in the comments afterwards. She shared this chart that basically says, after your first child, typically women scale back. So in Britain, I'm going to read now. In Britain, the statistics are, when women have their first child, about 70% of them scale back in their career compared to 11% of men. In France, 55% of women scale back compared to 13% of men. And in Australia, 56% of women scale back compared to 19% of men. The birth penalty. So literally, this, you can probably do the numbers. It's going to look the same if you're not in any of those countries. Typically, women scale back and then they suffer this birth penalty when they stop to have a child, which means their pay suffers. Now, I've always been so fired up about closing the gap between, men and women. But when we have this scaling back of women in their career, it makes it tougher and tougher for women's pay to keep up with the men's. So another thing that I basically went on, I was actually running a workshop in Rome. My workshop is called Childproof Your Career, which is all around helping women literally abolish this birth penalty, right? So I shared in my workshop something else. So Serena Williams, everybody knows the incredible Serena Williams. I love her so much. We all know she had a baby and we know it's been challenging for her, like most mothers it's been. And she was doing a survey through SurveyMonkey. And I filled out the survey. When you fill out Serena's survey, basically you then go and receive summary of the results. So here's the results I got from, hey Kiki, thank you. Thank you, Alana. I'm just seeing your comments now. I'm not used to doing Insta Live, so it took me a while to realize you're talking to me. Yes, thank you so much. This is so huge for women. So I was sharing in my workshop. Kiki was there, and it was amazing to have her there support me. She's an incredible woman, by the way, doing incredible work. I think your page is called Bellies Abroad. So go check out Bellies Abroad on Instagram because she is doing phenomenal work. Anybody who has had a child knows all the 1,000,001 things you need to think about. Kiki's incredible company, Bellies Abroad, helps you take care of so much. She only deals with people that she knows and trusts that will support you in this process. So I really recommend you check her out. There's no need to kind of struggle through one of the biggest transitions of your life on your own if you're abroad. So check her out. But I digress anyway. So I was talking about Serena's survey. So Serena was looking at working moms, working parents. What does it look like for those individuals? So she was saying that 1 in 3 working parents say that, you know, become the parent makes it so much harder to care for your family, and, you know, vice versa. And women are 4 times more likely to be the primary caregiver. Working moms are so much more likely to have sacrificed their career, their family, and feel guilty about leaving their kids to go to work. Now, I was in this workshop and literally, you know, most of the women were moms, and pretty much all of them were like, oh my gosh, I feel so guilty. And this is, you know, this is the state of affairs. This is what women have to go through. As if we don't have to go through enough with kind of, you know, figuring out how we're going to raise another human being, then there's all these issues to think about. So if you just joined, I'm kind of doing Instagram Live and Facebook Live at the same time. That's why I keep looking from here to there. But I am with you. And yeah, I am sick of this. Literally, I've never heard it described as the birth penalty like Marina Haydn did. And that kind of lit a fire under me because, quite frankly, my experience has not been that way. My earnings have gone up so much more since I've had a baby. And same with my clients. And this is not because I've suddenly started working so much more. I work so much less. And there are significant things, significant shifts that need to take place for you to be able to do that. You know, one of them, I actually shared this with hey Fiona, welcome to Facebook Live. Yeah, there's significant shifts you need to take. This is not going to happen automatically. We as women, we like to do a good job. We like to work hard. We like to, you know, do our best, you know, ambitious women. But sometimes we think that's just going to get noticed. People are just going to see that, and then they're going to reward us in terms of, you know, higher pay and, you know, flexibility to look after our families. Well, clearly that isn't happening because we are still earning 15% less, and our sisters in the US are literally taking a pay cut. Pretty much, I'm sure that's the case everywhere else. So there's things that you can do. One of the simplest things, and I share this with the ladies, is you just got to ask for more. Ask for more. So a lot of the time, you know, I worked in one of my roles actually before leaving the corporate world to focus on business. I worked in a role where I could see, I had visibility to the pay of an incredible sales team. The men within that sales team would always ask for more, whereas the women would not necessarily ask for more. Now, these women are doing incredible things. These women are, you know, making their targets. They're adding, significantly contributing, but they never really, at least not compared to the men, ask for more. So literally there's ways. I have a colleague, Helen, she even does a hashtag out this, ask for more. Women, we actually have earned the right to ask for more. You know, that is one thing, you know, the most you're going to get is no. Typically, you will not get no if you're adding value. So you've got to have the courage to ask for more. And there's ways that you can do that. I help my women figure out how you kind of stack up the business case and ask in a way that you're more likely to get a yes, but actually ask for more. And there's various different things that you can do. There's 4 other things I've summarized in what I call my 5 secrets that you can download for free today. Instagram, it's already in my bio. You go download that thing and just see the 5 simple shifts, 5 simple secrets you can take. Me and my clients have done this to literally skyrocket in terms of our income since having children. This is something, we're not more special than anybody else. You can go and download those secrets, literally start today and start to see the shift. If you're making the penalty of literally suffering in terms of your pay since you had a baby, this does not have to be. So literally, Instagram, you got my link already, go download that now. You can get that today. Start making these shifts. Hey. Okay, I'm just seeing the comments. Yes, so go download that now. Facebook, I'm going to add the link. We should not be paying a penalty. You know, as women who go through the miracle of bringing life into this world, if you want to stay at home and be with your baby and not earn any wages, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying there is. But if you're a woman who does want to be in a career, who does want to keep growing, who does want to keep earning her worth and not take a pay cut, you do not have to take a pay cut. These statistics that I shared, if you missed the start of this video, go check them out. I shared some statistics of how women suffer as a result of having kids. It does not have to be. And I literally share 5 simple tips in my 5 secrets document, checklist, whatever you want to call it. Download those now and start putting them to practice, because literally, you know, this whole pay gap, we will never close it if the women who choose to have babies are penalized for it. It's just not right. So I just wanted to share that message. I was so inspired by so much in that conference, and there is so much I have to share with you as a result of being there. But I just wanted to share this. This literally lit a fire under me hearing Marina call, you know, what we go through sometimes as women when we start our careers. the birth penalty. It has to stop. And your first step, if you're done with this, if you have actually paid this penalty or are paying this penalty, is to download my 5 secrets, get started. You can write to me if you've got any questions. You can jump on a call with me and just see, how do I figure this out for myself after you've downloaded that? But you do not have to take a penalty in terms of your wages as a result of having the child. That is my message for you today. This birth penalty has got to stop. So I will share much more from my trip to Rome with you, but that is my Monday motivation today. If you are in the process of actually suffering from that birth penalty, it does not have to be that way. Download my 5 secrets, get started, write to me. You'll see how to connect with me through that. Instagram, you're over here. It's in the link in my bio. Go get that. Facebook, I'm going to post that link once I get done. Ladies, we are smart, we are capable, and we deserve to be paid our worth. We deserve to be paid the same as the men. There's no reason on God's earth that we should be paid 15% less than the men. It's just not right. And if I have anything to do with it, any woman who is available to not be paying this penalty, you can get my help. This is literally what I've devoted a good chunk of my life and my business to helping you literally escape this penalty. So I hope you like this message. Let me know what you think in the comments. I am really, I'm with you on this. This is not something I am on my high horse about. I initially suffered this birth penalty. I didn't know it was called that. But since then, I have turned things around and I've helped so many women turn this around and continue to do so. If you are done with this, get my 5 secrets and let us get started. And have an incredible week. Let me know where you're joining me from, by the way. It's always so good to know who I'm connected with and where you're from. Literally, I've been connecting with so many incredible people from around the world, like literally people from all over. In my workshop in Rome and always here on Facebook. It's quite an international crowd. So let me know you're here. Let me know you're going to get my 5 secrets, and let me know if you were done with the birth penalty, because quite frankly, ladies, it needs to be over with. It's time we close that gap. And if mothers are suffering, we'll never do it. So get my 5 secrets and let's get to work on this. Take care. Have an incredible week. Bye-bye.